Hey guys, welcome back to Broke Boys Army. Today we're going to be talking about garage sales. So, once a year, there is a 400-mile long event where all of these people along that stretch have garage sales. So, me and my fiance went to them. Wasn't that great this weekend, but there were still some good deals to be found. So, I'm going to go ahead and roll in what I would say the highlights were of the ones that we went to. And then after that, I'll show you what I got. Alright guys, welcome back. So, I'm going to go from the cheapest to the most expensive thing I bought. Cheapest thing I bought was this Letters from a Sandbook. What it is a compilation of letters all the way back from the Civil War up to Desert Storm. So all times of history, you're going to have first-hand accounts from actual soldiers writing home. I think this is super cool. I've heard this book referenced in a couple of World War II videos that I've watched on some events that happened in World War II. So I'm excited to dive in here and actually read and kind of get in touch with maybe see things through their eyes for a little bit. But it's just really cool. On to the next thing. I paid $2 for a 12 gauge Packmeyer snap cap. This is something that if you're doing some dry fire practice, when you're firing your gun, if you just dry fire all the force from the hammer transferring to the firing pin that would be transferred to a live rounds primer, which would be right here, will actually just not be transferred anywhere. The force stays with that firing pin and causes undue stress. Now, I say that lightly because it takes a lot for that firing pin to snap. But this is something that if you are doing a lot of dry fire practice, it's something good to use for your firing pin. So all it's doing is hitting this fake primer, and that primer is obviously attached to that spring inside, and all it's doing is transferring the energy that way that your firing pin's not taking up all that stress. For $250, I got this shooting stick, which is a shooting tripod, I should say. It's cool. It has some nice features. It has this third lever arm that can be taken off, so you could use it as as it's attached, you could use it as it is right now as a monopod, or take it off and you have these two legs that lock together. You could use it like that, use it as a bipod, or use it as a tripod. Obviously, this is a rifle rest, so this is for hunting and things like that. I like that for like crossbow season and things like that. Gun season, I did have my gun on a rest this past rifle season, but some seasons, depending on whether I'm in a stand or whether I'm in a ground blind, will determine whether I'm using a tripod like that or a shooting stick of any sort. Next up, I got a magazine. I paid $5 for this. It comes with the little paracord. So what they do is they take a piece of paracord, they take out the guts, they take this bottom plate off, you put the paracord ends in there, you slide the plate back in, and then you have like a little pull tab. So before Magpul created the actual Magpul, it's kind of how they got started with these rubber pull tabs. People were doing this. I thought it was cool. Nice little piece of history. For $5 is an extra magazine. And I like the wear on it. There were other magazines that were a little more cleaner, but I just like the wear because I plan on doing a video with this guy soon. I feel like that's going to fit real nice. That was $5. Next up, for $7, I got 2 mag lights. I've always wanted one of these big mag lights because growing up in the movies, all the security guards and all over, you'd always see this. And even growing up, you'd see in real life, all the security guards and stuff have these big lights, and they always be walking around like this in the movies because, if somebody popped out, boom, like a little baton. And I'll tell you what, these things are this is like 5 pounds, man. This thing's freaking heavy. And if you got hit with this, it would not be a good day. But I got these 2 for $7. I bought this one because I haven't really seen one in this color. It's kind of like an FDE rose gold kind of color. And then you got the big traditional mag light here. He had a whole box for him. Box of them, and he offered me all of them for $20, but I didn't really need it. They both work. I tested them out. This one just doesn't have batteries in it right now, but this one does, obviously. So I thought that was pretty cool. These mag lights are pretty cool to me. Just a little nostalgia, and if you ever need to use it, I really wouldn't want to get hit with this thing. So it's not completely useless. It's a good baton, I would say. And the most expensive thing I bought, we jumped from $7 all the way to $20. I bought 3 boxes of steel cased 223. It's obviously Tula. So one thing I do want to annotate is don't just buy ammo without looking it over, especially if you're buying it secondhand. If you're buying it from a store, okay, but you don't have to look it over. But if you're not buying it from a store or an FFL, and you're buying it from like a garage sale like me or estate sales and like that, inspect the ammo. So as you can see, this all looks pretty good. I opened it up, I inspected it. This ammo in particular are probably not going to shoot. Now, I know it sounds dumb, but I'm a big nostalgia guy, and as you guys, I don't know if you guys saw my last video, but you can't really get steel cased anymore, and so I haven't put this ammo away yet, but 7.62x39 Bear ammo, steel cased. I'm not going to be shooting that out either because growing up, this is all we could afford to buy going shooting. And every time I look at one of these Tula boxes, I think of going to the store, grabbing some ammo, and going to the range with my buddies. We're driving an hour and a half away, and just going and shooting our ARs. And at this time, I only had one AR-15. You know what I mean? So, it's just, I guess when you get older, you start liking things like that. And since you can't really get these anymore, It's good. Um, but yeah, I mean, this ammo looks perfectly fine. It's definitely shootable. I could shoot it, but I probably won't. If I do shoot it, I'll probably only shoot a box or two of it. Definitely not going to shoot all of it. I'll probably end up keeping only one or two boxes, but I might shoot that third box just to shoot it, just or just put it in my ammo stores. But that's all I kind of got for you guys today. Let me know if you guys enjoy this type of video, kind of going over what I got from garage sales. I know a lot of people are kind of curious on how to accumulate gear. I have so much gear, sometimes I don't even know what to do with it. But how you accumulate gear, guns, ammo, I typically like to buy things used, and this is just one of the avenues that I use to acquire that. So let me know if you guys like this type of video, and I'll keep making more. Later.